friends, welcome back to my channel. Sas here. I'm here to do another review of 90 Day Fiancé before the 90 days. It was pretty good. I enjoyed it. We didn't have no insufficient funds this week. Okay. I guess they're going to bring his pathetic self back next week. Okay, so insufficient funds had a little holiday. Alright. Holiday. So, let's get into the participants, alright? Let's start off with Jennifer and Neutron, aka Timmy. So, Timothy, alright, he is contemplating on proposing to Jennifer. So, who does he call? Who does he use as a lifeline? Not a homeboy. Veronica. Now, Veronica has already showed herself when they did that little FaceTime. But according to Neutron, Jennifer is coming around to Veronica and his relationship. When did that happen, y'all? When did Jennifer come around to that? Did I miss that? Okay, so, you know, and he made it perfectly clear that Veronica and her daughter isn't going anywhere. So, that's what he said. So he talks to Veronica, and you know, he was like, you know, I'm really, you know, thinking about proposing to Jennifer. I really want us to, you know, get together, become one. I want her to be my wife. Now, he was confident. Y'all, he was confident until Veronica got a hold to him. And honey, everything changed. Veronica was like, well, are you sure? Are you sure? I mean, you haven't even been intimate. I mean, how can you really know someone in 2 to 3 weeks? I mean, I just think you may rush it. Just take your time. Now, I'm not saying that you shouldn't ask her. I mean, you got to do what you got to do, you know, how you feel. Okay, you got to do what you feel is right. But what I'm saying is, take your time, okay? Take your time. And honey, now, Neutron done got all discombobulated. She done confused him. He was like, now, you know, I thought that Veronica will be supportive of this decision. And now I'm more confused. Now listen here, friends. We all know what Veronica is doing. Okay? We know what Veronica is doing because we're intelligent. Okay? We know what she's doing, but what I don't understand is why is Neutron not getting it? Is he that gullible? Does he really think that Veronica has his best interest when it comes to him seeing another woman? No. Veronica wants Neutron to herself. May not be relationship-wise, but she definitely likes him around for her and her daughter. Okay. And I think that she's selfish when it comes to that. I think she's a little spoiled when it comes to that. Why wouldn't you? Okay, the baby daddy's not around, but you have the best friend, the ex-boyfriend who is willing to take on the baby daddy duties. Okay, she don't have to sleep with, but he will always be there. So why would she want another woman like Jennifer, who has her daughter, interfere in that? Come on, Neutron. Where you at? Okay, so Neutron, he's even more confused after the conversation with Veronica. Alright, so he's still confused by the conversation with Veronica. So him and Jennifer goes on a picnic, very lovely, beautiful setting. And they go for a little walk, and he shows her a ring. And of course, she is happy. You can see it all over her face. She was like, oh! And he was like, you know, I'm giving you this ring. It's not an engagement ring. It's a promise ring. Y'all hear me, friends? It's not an engagement ring. It's a promise ring. Boy, do she look like she's 12 years Okay, but I'm not finished, friends. Did I forget to mention that it was the recycled ring that he gave to Veronica? But him and Veronica didn't work out. So this is the recycled ring from an ex-girlfriend, from the woman that she don't care for. But he didn't tell her all that, not yet. So of course she was, a little taken back. She was a little sad, but once he explained himself, she was like, oh, okay, thank you, I love you, kissy, kissy, huggy, huggy. So I was like, all right. So it's the next morning. And here is Veronica. And she's like, oh, good morning. And she said, you went to sleep kind of fast. And so he was like, yeah. So again, another night without sex. Jennifer said, look, I got needs. Okay. I like to be intimate. I like to have sex. It's been a long time since someone broke my back. I'm just letting you know. So whatever's in your head, flush it out. So of course here's Neutron. He don't have no reasonable explanation. The same explanation that he's always had. He's gonna beat that down like a dead horse, okay? Oh, my head's not right. I'm not in the right head space. He's using that excuse. Honey, Jennifer's tired of it. So what does he do? He throw money at the problem. Let's go to the spa. I forgot to mention, while they was at the picnic, she said, since, we haven't been intimate and, we haven't had sex, you really haven't shown me much affection. I thought you was gay. And so he was like, oh, wow. No, I'm definitely not gay. And I was like, well, Neutron, what did she think? What would you think, friends? Y'all have stayed in the same bed, kissy, kissy, huggy, huggy, touchy, touchy, and you have yet to have sex with this woman. What is going on? But anyway, he has his explanation. Okay, so they go to the spa, and he says, it's time for me to come clean about this ring. So they're sitting there, and he says, listen, I have something to tell you about the ring. And she was like, well, what is it? And he says, well, it's a ring that I gave Veronica, and she gave it back to me. And so, of course, Jennifer, what? What are you saying? What are you talking about? And so she was like, you're giving me your ex-girlfriend's ring? And she says, it's trash. She says, I'm not wearing this. It's trash. She says, it's a trash ring. And she takes the ring off and she sets it down. And she says, you didn't give me the ring. Veronica gave me the ring. And I said exactly right. Come on, Neutron. What is wrong with you? Ever since you have come on that trip, something's went wrong. You waited 3 days to kiss her. You have yet to be intimate with this woman that you gave a promise ring to. Okay? And now you're giving her a recycled ring. What would y'all do in that situation? I would be pissed. If I was Jennifer, I think Jennifer has every right to be upset. I would be pissed if my man, my boyfriend, gives me a recycled ring. Absolutely not. And we still have yet to be intimate? Neutron, you messed up. You messed up. I tell you what, Neutron, when you decide, when your head get right and you decide to break this woman's back, honey, you better break that back. I mean, the neighbors, the windows better bust out. That's how good you better give it to her. Because, child, you done messed up too much in a short period of time. Let's move on. I'm going to make this real short and sweet. Avery and Omar. Child, Avery is finally on her way home. On my way home. Oh, on my way home. Yes. Okay. Finally taking her butt to Ohio. But she says, that when she gets home, she is going to, speak with an attorney. and she's going to get this visa going. So, in a couple of months, she can move back to, Lebanon or Syria or wherever she wants to stay. So, they were at the airport, and of course, she's all emotional. She's crying, and, he said he wasn't going to cry. He says that, he has to stay strong, but, he is going to miss her. But, he's not going to show the same emotion that she was showing. Honey, she was all tore up. Okay? And then, y'all, can they not kiss? I mean, they're married. I mean, they were kissing hands and kissing foreheads, but you can't kiss lips. They were kissing cheeks, but you can't even give a peck. I'm just saying. Y'all let me know. Is that, they can't do that? Not even a child. Okay. I guess everything gotta be behind closed door, child. So, she's crying, and, she finally gets home, and you know how her mama feels. Her mama is tore up. Mama is upset because who wants their 19-year-old daughter living in Syria? Who? Nobody. So, her mama's still thinking that she's going to talk Avery down from the ledge. Okay, Avery's hard-headed. Avery is hard-headed, child, and she loves Omar. Okay, so, of course, her mom and her dad goes and picks her up at the airport. And again, they're trying to talk some sense into her, but again, her head is as hard as cement, all right? And she was like, I'm not going, they're not going to talk me out of this. I love Omar. This is my husband, and wherever he goes, I go. And so her mom was like, what if you have a baby in Syria? What is going on here? You got things to think about, but of course, Avery, being a 19-year-old girl, she wasn't thinking about that. All right. I like Avery and Omar. I do. I just don't want Avery in Syria. Okay? She can stay in, she stays in Lebanon, it's fine. Okay? But I like Avery and Omar. I know a co-worker of mine thinks that Omar is taking advantage of her. And, the whole visa. I don't think so. I truly don't. I think that Omar is in it to win it. Omar cute, too. I think they make a cute couple, and I'm rooting for them. I think that's just his personality of him being so, non-affectionate, or, yes, I think he did mess up on the wedding. Think he did, but I think he genuinely loves Avery. Am I wrong, y'all? Am I being gullible, child? Let me know. Let's move on. All right, let's talk about Rebecca and Zed. All right. Now, they are at the Sahara Desert. Okay. And Rebecca, she is going to come clean about her technically still being married. But before she does, they decide to go on an ATV ride through the desert. Y'all, how fun did that look? Y'all, let me tell you something. I would have got on that ATV and I would be like, whoa, whoa. I would have ripped it to shreds. You hear me? I would have been all over. So, they would have been like, miss, you're going too fast. You're going too fast. I'd be like, peace. It's so much fun. Okay, so that looks so much. That looked like, oh my God, I would have ripped it. Y'all hear me? So, of course, Zed was having a good time. She was having a good time. They were both laughing. But then, Rebecca was like, I'm going to have to break it off to him. Okay. So they're sitting down having some, what is that bread called, y'all? Naan. Is it naan bread? And they had that little olive oil and vinegar and probably a little, some little seasoning down at the bottom. And then you dip that bread in there. Y'all shut your mouth. It looked like they had some olives. Nothing would have been left. Okay? Nothing would have been left when I was sitting there. I mean, how can you leave food? No. So, they're sitting there, they're talking, and she was like, I just want to let you know I've enjoyed myself. And you know I love you, right? You know when someone start off with, you know I love you, right? Brace yourself. Okay? Brace yourself. Here it comes. So he was like, yeah. He was stirring that bread up. So she leads in and she was like, technically, I'm still married. The divorce papers just haven't went through yet. And so he was like, what? He was like, what do you mean, what? And she was like, technically I'm still married. And he said, you're still married? Huh? Of course he gets upset, he gets angry, and she was like, well, we signed them. I signed them, my ex signed them, they just haven't went through. We're getting a divorce, but technically I'm still married. She just kept saying that. And he wasn't trying to hear that. Okay. He was bothered. He was like, why didn't you tell me this? And she looked at me and she says, I don't know. Filtered face, filtered relationship. Rebecca let me tell you something. And he gets upset. He says that he's upset, that he's angry. He was like, I can't be with no married woman. I can't do that. Honey, he jumps on the back of an ATV and hightails it. Okay? And here she is. Zed. Honey, he was like, deuces. Okay? So he's upset. But of course, he's going to calm down. And they're going to, smooth things over. But Rebecca, she don't need to say anything to him. Okay? Nothing. All right? If he don't have a job, so be it. If he ain't got no money, so be it. Rebecca, you ain't got no room to talk. Okay? Look at what all you done. You should have told him that from jump. Okay? But oh no, you gonna wait. So anyway, that's Rebecca and Zed. Alright? So let's move on. Okay? Alright? Let's talk about Darcy and Tom. So Darcy and Tom, they're going salsa dancing with his sister and her partner. I'm going to need a backstory of how they met. That's all I need to know. I want to know how Tom's sister met her partner. Friends, I need a backstory. But let's move on. So they're salsa dancing. Honey, when I tell you Tom is having the time of his life. Honey, he is moving. He is grooving. Okay, here's Darcy with two left feet. Honey, Tom was like, listen, I care for this girl, but she can't dance. She can't hang with me. Darcy, listen, I'm with you, girl. Okay, I can't dance either. But I tell you what, I would have got, forget salsa. I would have went up in there. I've been doing all the old school. I'm like, They'd be like, if you don't take that old woman off that floor. Honey, I would have cut a shot. Do you hear me? Oh my God, I would have been pouring the sweat. Oh my God. I would look like a wet dog when I finish. I would look awful. But anyway, honey, Tom said, move aside, Darcy. Okay? I need a real dancer with me. Honey, these women started coming up left, right, honey. Tom was getting it. Alright, Tom was moving and grooving. Woo, them women, he was picking the women up, turning them around. Honey, the women was like, hey, honey, they were having so much fun. What was Darcy doing? Honey, Darcy was over there talking about, I cannot believe he's doing this to me. He's not dancing like that with me. Why is he not dancing like that with me? Who are these women? Who are these women? Freaking out. She's talking to the Tom's sister's partner, and honey, he's like, well, it's no big deal, really. This is salsa. He's just dancing with women that he's used to dancing with. It's really no big deal. I mean, he's literally like looking at her and saying, it's all good. Okay, it's no big deal. But see, you can't tell someone who's insecure that. Okay, even paying any attention to that. They're not paying attention to someone literally looking in their face and saying, it's no big deal. She's standing right there. She's standing right there, and he is just having the time of his life. And she sees it as a slap in the face. So, of course, the sister goes outside with her and is like, girl, okay? All right, don't be naive, okay? Don't be so gullible, all right? You think Tom is really going to settle down? This is Tom. He's dancing. He's having fun. It's salsa. Don't even worry about it, okay? You need to chill out. Here's Darcy. Right. She's crying again. Okay, instead of her up there, looking at Tom and was like, listen, teach me how to dance. I want to get on up in there. I would have grabbed the girlfriend's, the sister's partner. We would have burnt the floor up. But no, she's crying. She's thinking that Tom wants them women. And so she has a conversation with the sister. The sister talks her down off the ledge. And the sister was like, what do you want from my brother? Okay, what is it that you want? So Darcy, she goes inside. And Tom is just sweating. I mean, he worked out. Do you hear me? He sweated. And Darcy was like, are we exclusive? And so Tom was like, what, is that an American thing? Tom's still dancing. He had her hands and he was like, what? Is that an American thing? And she was like, are we exclusive? And so Tom looked at her and said, yes, we are exclusive. Now listen, I will say this. At first, when I first met Tom, I was like, oh God, Tom is going to be hard. Okay? He's going to be horrible. I'm not going to like Tom. He's going to be stuffy and Boy, am I wrong thus far. I like Tom. Out of all of the guys, out of everyone in the cast, I like Tom the best. I think Tom's dry. He's a little dry for me, but thus far, Tom has shown Darcy a lot. Tom has shown Darcy a lot of respect when he didn't have to, okay? Darcy out here cutting the shine, crying, throwing tantrums, and Tom is still willing to be with this woman. I like Tom. Darcy, don't blow this, girl. Do not blow this with Tom, okay? Let's move on. All right, let's talk about Akini and Benjamin. Child, Benjamin, honey, he stay red, don't he? When he got there, he was white. Now he red. The child, he done went through it the last couple of days. So we know the bridal price is coming up. And he is so worried about that bridal price. All right. Now, he is having second thoughts. Okay. He is saying that he's not sure that he wants to go through with this. All right. He's nervous. Okay. Because once that bridal price go through, okay, he's married. He will be technically married to Akini. So, of course, he's talking to Akini about this, and Akini was like, why? She was like, why are you feeling like this? And she was like, oh my God, I thought we were doing so well, okay? And she's upset because she loves Benjamin, and she wants to be married to Benjamin, and, he loves her, but he brings up his son. And he was like, I have to think about my son. You was a little unsure with the whole stepmom thing. And so Akini was like, listen, I know, okay? I know I'm nervous about being, a stepmother. But, your son comes with you, so it's a package deal, okay? It's a package deal. So I will learn to love your son just like I love you. So, I'm going to respect your son. He's going to, hopefully respect me. But it's going to take some time. But one thing I do know is that I love you. And you can tell she was getting emotional. Benjamin was getting emotional. He was crying. And he was like, okay. He said, we're going to do this. All right, so, when I pay that bridal price, you will become my wife. So it was the next morning. Honey, Benjamin was in the kitchen, honey. He had some sausages. He was cooking some eggs. And so they were sitting there. And so Benjamin, he's still a little nervous. And so Keenan was like, are you feeling a little better? And he was like, yeah, I'm still a little nervous, but I'm okay. I still want to, go through with it. And so Akini brought up the bridal price. Now, she said that normally they start off at $3,000. Well, we know that Benjamin don't have that. So Benjamin was like, well, I have $800, which is 800 American dollars. So Akini was like, that ain't gonna work. She was like, that's a little low, okay? That's low balling it. So get to getting it or find it. If you don't have it, find it, okay? That's what she said. If you don't have it, find it. Somebody said on Twitter, if Akini wanted a Gucci bag, she should have been dating someone who shops at Walmart. God! I was like, y'all better leave Benjamin alone. Leave him alone, y'all. So, of course, it's the day, and they go and see, the father, the mother, the brother, the sister, the other sister, child, everybody was there, okay? And Akini, while this negotiation is going on, Akini cannot be, in the room. And so, remember, he had some groceries delivered, child. He had some 24 packs of water. What was that stuff? What was that big yellow thing? Was that oil? I said, is that cooking grease? What was that, child? But anyway, he had some snacks. And honey, did y'all see how the daddy was looking at it? The daddy was looking at it like, that's it. You couldn't give me more water. Y'all see how we live? You be shut up. Shut up. So, Benjamin and his dad's talking. And so his dad is humming and hawing. And I'm like, will you get to the price already? They have drugged this out from the jump. Okay? Just get to the bridal price. Alright? So, of course, his dad, he's humming, he's howling. He says, thank you for the little water. But it could have been a 36 pack. You could have got 3 of them. Okay? So he asked for Akini to come back to the room. And of course, his dad, Akini's dad, asked Akini to join them. So now Benjamin, he's already sweating, red-faced. He was like, oh my God, what does this mean? Okay, what does it mean? He didn't even give me an answer. He didn't even say how much the bridal price was. We don't even know what the bridal price is. So, child, I guess we'll find out next week. Okay? Let me get myself together before I talk about Angela and Michael. Okay? Because boy, when I tell you, whew. So we have Angela, okay? Angela and Michael, they're talking about what happened the night before. And Michael is telling Angela that he didn't appreciate what went down, okay? He says that he felt disrespected, okay? He's upset and disappointed the way Angela has acted. The way Angela acted. Michael, her disrespecting your friends is what got you agitated, upset, and disappointed. Not the way she has spoke to you. Not the way she threw that cake in your face. Not the way that she has held you down by a leash. Not the way that she has called you every name but the child of God. And on the tip of her tongue, she want to say the N-word. Y'all, take it as you want it. Okay? It's at the tip of her tongue. Okay? So, Of course, here's Angela justifying her behavior. All right. She said that the reason why she don't like his friends is because his friends are bad influences. Okay. It all boils down to when Michael went out. Okay. She's still upset by that. Okay. Because as y'all remember, all right, it was Michael's birthday, and so him and his friends went out. When he said that he was going to wait to celebrate his birthday with Angela. Well, she got all upset about that. Okay, how dare he? All right, and then she threw in that she was sick. All right, she said that she was sick and she needed some emotional comfort. Girl, you act like you had a terminal illness. Girl, you had a cold. All right, you wasn't too sick to be calling him every 5 minutes. You wasn't too sick to be texting him every 5 minutes. You wasn't too sick to be acting a fool every 5 seconds. But on this particular day, you damn near dead. You got a terminal illness. Angela, I'm going to need for you to take some Geritol and shut up. That's what I'm going to need for you to do. So, of course, Angela, she says, you know what? I may have, behaved a little badly, but this is the reason why. I don't like his friends, okay? And I'm still upset about that night. She says that it hurt her to the core, okay? She's still bothered over that. Now, Michael has apologized, but it's not good enough for a 105-year-old woman. Okay, so she says, you know what I want to do? I want to meet up with your friends again, and I want to apologize. Not for what I said, but how I acted. Okay, so later on, here's Michael, and here's Decrepit. Okay, here comes the friends. Now, Michael had an attitude already, but it wasn't towards Angela. It was towards his friends. So his friends came in, they was like, what's up, had their hand down. Michael refused to shake their hand. I said, they got a nerve. They good friends, okay? They real good friends because we would have had a cussing match right then, right there, okay? Let me tell you what I would have told Mike. I would have said, you got a nerve. You ain't going to touch my hand. Even though we've been cool for how long and you sitting beside the crypt keeper. She been causing nothing but chaos and drama since she came here. And you ain't gonna shake my hand. You can take her dusty puss and her Geritol self, wrinkled up self, 115-year-old self, and kick high rocks with no shoes on. That's what I would have said, but that ain't me. All right. So, Michael says that he's upset with his friends by how they spoke to his woman. And how, everything just went left and how, everybody was, upset. And so here's Angela. Angela was like, well, listen, I'm not here to apologize for what, I said, but I am here to apologize for how I acted, okay? And then his friends said, listen, me and Michael, we've been friends for a long time. He's our friend. We may have been stepping over the boundaries on how we spoke to Angela, and they apologized. What you apologizing to her for? I was like, wait a minute. First of all, Angela's apology wasn't even sincere, and Michael got his nerve, okay? Now, I know a lot of people are saying that the reason why Michael is having Angela speak to him that way or act that way so he can get a green card, okay? And so now his friends are like, listen, our boy, met an old, bitter, decrepit woman from America. Hey, we can do that too, okay? All right? So we can just, join along. Listen. I am only doing my review from what I see. I'm not looking at this green card, okay? I'm looking at a man who is marrying a woman that he claims he loves, okay? That's what I'm looking at. Now, if it's about a green card, so be it. But Michael ain't wrapped too tight. Let me ask y'all something, friends, all right? Do you really think that once Michael marries this woman, Okay, and he gets that green card, that he's just gonna hop, skip, and jump and just leave her. He's gonna find this nice African woman, this nice Nigerian woman, have a baby, and Angela ain't gonna do nothing about it. Y'all have fell off a cliff. Not gonna happen. If you think that it's gonna be easy for Michael to break free of Angela, not. Angela will make his life a living hell. So he better make sure this is what his plan. If this is his plan, he better make sure it goes accordingly. Okay? Because Angela is rough. We've already seen it. And he think it's going to be that easy to break ties with this woman, this country woman who running on rocks, barefooted. Child, he don't know nothing about these old white country women. I'm going to tell you that right now. She is going to haunt him. If that's his plan. Okay? Haunt him. So, we'll see. That plan will backfire. Y'all, I'm telling you, she will, like a Rottweiler to a neck. She's going to rip him apart. But anyway, so everything so far is fine. All right, as we see next week, they're going to have their little ceremony there in Nigeria, I think. So everything is fine. Everybody is cordial. Everybody at this moment is kumbaya, my Lord. All right? All right, guys, that's it. Let me know what you think down below. Don't forget to leave a like, comment, and subscribe. And until next week, friends, bye.